Welcome back to the third and final World Stars Icon review. The final one is going to be the one, the only, the iconic Bobby Moore. 50 games you need to play with a full England squad for this card, but go and check out Bobby Charlton and Eusebio, as them cards are very, very interesting. This card also does look interesting. He's 5'10", controlled 3-star, 2-star. Not that that matters on a centre-back. What I don't like about him is his roles. Nothing at defender, stopper or wide back, but he does have ball playing defender plus, way ahead of his time. 4 play styles, he has got dead ball, we're not going to be using that. Long ball pass, probably not going to be using that too much either. He has got jockey, which is very good on this game, and with him being small, that should feel really nice. Block as well, that's quite an important play style on this game. And the best one, which is anticipate plus. Now for his in-games, I have gone for an anchor, so he's up to 77 pace. His passing isn't bad. He's got low vision, but his short pass and long pass is actually okay. Reactions and composure are just okay again. And then for his defending, he is absolutely elite. With the anchor applied, he's getting 85 interceptions, 81 head and accuracy, 87 defensive awareness, which is crazy for a silver, 90 stand tackle and 88 slide tackle. He gets 78 jumping. You don't really have to worry about aerial duels on defenders on this game in my experience. 77 stamina, so he's got the best stamina out of all of the World Star cards, which is a bit annoying. He also has 77 strength with 71 aggression. We're going to be playing him on defender, which he doesn't have a role plus for. Let's get into a few games of Division 4 and see if this card's any good. Are you in need of coins for FC26? U7Buy provides the safest, cheapest and most reliable place to get your coins in FC26. And you don't just have to take my word for it, plenty of big creators are using U7Buy. And if that's not enough for you, also go and check out the reviews, which they have over 40,000 of. And don't forget to use code VIPER at checkout to get 8% off every single order. Here is game 1 now coming up with 74 Bobby Moore. Is he going to have any quality? I really hope so, because I think he does look actually quite good. Now guys, as I said, go check out Bobby Charlton and Eusebio. I absolutely love them cards. More so Bobby Charlton, but go and check out the review because my god, it's a special one. It is a special one. Let's get into this game and see what Bobby Moore can do. Testing out his passing here straight away. I feel like he's going to have decent passing, even though he has got low vision. I think his passing is going to be quite good for us. I'm going to try and send one out here to Liao. Yeah, that's decent, guys. If he can find that kind of ball, I'm very much happy with that. That's all we kind of need from our centre-backs. And he found that really comfortably. That is one hell of a ball from Charlton as well. Really nice stuff early doors here. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. He's actually just not good enough, guys. Good tackle, Bobby. Very nice tackle there. I haven't really enjoyed him so far, if I'm honest. Bro. Ah, guys. Not a good start. Not a good start for this card. That's yours, Bobby. Nice. That's more like it. He feels very, very weak. I can't lie. Look at the way he's moved. Bro! I'm sorry. Did you guys just see that? He wasn't even moving, man. That is terrible. You can't play a high line with him, guys. I'm getting railed here. I can't even lie, I'm getting railed. But this Bobby Moore, man, it's a big downgrade from having Kanate in the team. I can't even lie. 5-1 down in my first game of Bobby Moore, I think tells a big story. You know, it's a poor performance from me, absolutely. But Bobby Moore's AI in this first game has been nothing short of despicable. Like, nothing short of despicable. I've really, really not enjoyed him. I don't know if it's because he's too small, but let's see if we can get a bit more from him in the second half. But at the moment, really not very good. That's good from Moore. That's a little bit better, guys, but still not very impressed. That's good from Moore again, guys. He's playing a little bit better now. He's playing a little bit better, but still, I do not recommend this card, especially in division rivals. He's just too slow in these positions here. I don't trust him. I really don't trust him, guys. He just feels really clumsy. He feels really, really clumsy. Ah, that's good defending from him too, to be fair. See if he can find that. No, probably not. Maybe Charbum's going to win it. He is, to be fair. This Bobby Moore is good if you hold a lot of possession in silly areas. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's where this card actually does have a bit of value. We've nearly came back into this game as well. But yeah, Moore's AI is a big problem as well. It's a big problem. As you would have seen from that one clip, not very good AI at all. Didn't bother tracking his runner, which is really frustrating. And yeah, I'm not entirely sold on the card at all, to be fair. We've actually came back into the game as well. It's now 5-5. Yeah, nice pass from Moore as well. I mean, his over-the-tops are actually relatively decent. You know, they're not game-breaking or game-changing, should I say. But they are decent. Oh my god, I can't believe we've made it back into this game from 5-1 down. Important that Bobby Moore tracks this properly, and you're going to have to switch on to him, which is a bit annoying that you're going to have to switch on to him, but you are going to have to, because he's not going to track that properly if not. And his AI is genuinely terrible, man. I don't like his AI at all. And the way this game plays actually as well, guys, this Moore just isn't good enough because he's not quick enough and he's not tall enough to make up for how slow he is, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does, but you either need pace or you need a mixture of like pace and height. And Bobby Moore really doesn't have either of those. And that's really frustrating as well. I don't like him. I don't like him. Yeah, see, look. I feel like if that's Saliba doing what Moore just was doing there, I feel like he gets the ball back, in my opinion. Game 2 now coming up with Bobby Moore. And it's safe to say in the first game, he was an absolute clown. So I'm not super positive. Let's hope he can do a little bit better in this game and save himself. But he's currently going into a 2-players pack. And for those of you that don't know, 2-players pack is what I do for players I don't like, and that goes on TikTok and Shorts. So if you want to go check them out, you can as well. If you don't believe me, potentially go check after this video, because this could be the first player of FC26 actually going into a 2-players pack. I'm not the biggest fan of him, man. I'm not the biggest fan. I feel like he's just too small and not fast enough considering how small he is. I think that makes a bit more sense, right? Good jockey speed. Good jockey speed. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I mean, he's done really well to recover there. That pace is disgraceful. That's just not good enough. See, like, in these positions here, Saliba's going to be able to get back. Bobby Moore is going to be absolutely skinned there. There's no chance he's going to get back. And I think that's the difference. See it, Bobby. That's good jockeying. I do like his jockey speed. Like, I really like his jockey speed. I think that's quite a good thing about him. Like, that's all because of his jockey speed. One-on-one defending, he is quite good. So, guys, as we're in the second game now, and this is Division 4, right? It is safe to say Bobby Moore cost me in that first game whilst I was trying to figure him out. He's just a bit too slow, a bit too weak, I would say, and doesn't have enough redeeming qualities. And I know he's a silver. I understand that. All the other silvers, though, have been quite literally elite. So I know it's not that. Bobby Moore, traditionally, doesn't have very good cards, right? Until we get to the back end of the game. This card is no different. I thought because he's got Anticipate Plus and he's got decent pace, he was going to be a really good option. And you see, that kind of stuff happens too often. He's so weak that you really can't rely on him against players like Brock Lesnar, and that's a problem. That's good from him again. You do have to manually control him quite a lot as well, just because his pace and his tracking of runs is really bad. Let's see him here. He's got to drag all the way back, because if not, we're just not going to get back in time. See what he's got. I kind of went too wide there. That's not really his fault, is it? That's good defending as well. Credit to him, he does have really good tackles. I'll give him that. He's done well again there. I mean, his one-on-one defending, and if he's in the right position, his tackles are elite. They are really good. It's just not enough, guys. I promise you, this card will cost you a lot of goals. Okay, guys, my review is in on Bobby Moore. This is a very difficult card to use. I think some people will actually quite like him because of how small he is and his jockey speed. His jockey speed is good, but overall, I think this card is too dangerous to use. I will explain shortly. You would have seen the clips and you would understand exactly why. But this card struggles from small man syndrome for a starter, which, unlucky, I guess. And his pace just isn't good enough when you consider how small he is. What you get from a lot of defenders on this game is decent pace, but also good body types and really tall, like Saliba, right? Saliba is relatively comparable to Bobby Moore because he's got Anticipate Plus, but when you're 5'10", you either need to have insane pace or you need to have mid-pace with very good physical. He's slow and he's not very strong, ultimately. And those two things really hinder this card, but that's not the only things. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but his AI is genuinely disgraceful. It's not very good. I think his passing is decent. Actually quite decent for this stage of the game. I think the low reactions of composure make him not really viable in high divisions anyway, to be fair. And trust me, I understand I'm using a silver card here, but please, please, please go and check out the review on this man, because you'll be blown away. I'm still blown away by him now. And also Eusebio. This card feels like a silver, right? He feels like a silver. He doesn't have too many redeeming qualities. He does have a few. And I would say the passing, his over the tops are quite nice. I really like his jockey speed. Jockey is quite a vital playstyle to have on your defenders on this game. And his jockey speed is amazing. It's because he's got okay agility and balance for a centre-back. And also he's 5'10" with jockey silver, which is nice to have. I didn't really like block on him. Once again, I think it's because of his height. He can't really stretch his body out enough to make blocks, which again is a bit disappointing. But this is the worst silver card out of the 5 that you can get currently, 100%. I think even with evolutions down the line, this card is still going to be a bit poor. You know, Bobby Moore doesn't have the best cards overall throughout game cycles, and this card is no different. I'm going to put him in a 2 players pack for my short series that I do. I'm going to probably really regret it because I love that card design and I love that he's pointing at the England flag. But, or England badge I should say. But this card just doesn't offer enough, in my opinion, to warrant going in your team. Of course, he'll be good in the Silver Cup, so I understand that. But as I did say, the other cards I've used have been good in divisions. This is the first card I've used which I haven't enjoyed in divisions, which is a bit sad. So just to kind of recap, pace, a little bit too slow considering his height. Passing, pretty decent on him, I can't lie. I like his passing. Dribbling, jockey speed is absolutely brilliant. Reactions to composure are too low once again for divisions. Defensively, incredible stand tackles because he's got Anticipate Plus. His tackling is really good and his one-on-one defending is really good because of the Anticipate and jockey. His AI defensively stinks really bad. And then physically, other than his stamina, not very good at all. He's really weak. He gets barged off the ball by Gyok Lesnar and all of the kind of big strikers. Ekitike, Marmouche is stronger. Difficult card to use. I'd be very careful if you're planning on getting this card and using him in your FUT champs and division rival games. He's a good silver card, but he really isn't good enough for your rivals games.